All right, so Shiloh Canyon Fantasy, we're going to go ahead and start talking through terms. I'm going to give you a second with your neighbors to just look only at the terms, please. And maybe share with your neighbor if there's any terms that you're unfamiliar with. See if you can crowdsource a definition or a meaning for the terms that you've got on the page. It'll give you about 30 to 45 seconds. Go ahead. Yes, it is a two-page piece. It usually opens 2 pages.
This one, audio is kind of slow, but there is
So even if you're not all the way done, maybe wrap up the term that you're talking about. All right, back to center. How many of you recognize some of the terms on the page, like you know what they mean? And how many of you encountered a term or a marking that you're unsure about? Okay, so my hope is in our read-through today, we're going to be able to cover both of those pretty quickly. Okay, maestoso is at the very beginning of the piece. Is maestoso a style marking or a tempo marking? Style. And can you raise your arm if you know what maestoso means? Baritone's on lock back here. Parsa. Majestic. It means majestic, in a majestic style. Some of you have markings that are only specific to your part, so I'll try to let you know if this is a group marking or a part marking. Measure 8. Can you put your finger on bar 8? Molto rallentando. Anybody raise your arm if you know what that means? Molto rallentando. Preetham? Slow down. Molto is a prefix that means what? More, a lot. So we're going to slow down a lot. Now, you know that a good global rule when we're sight reading is if you're unsure what a term means, you should look up. If you know what a term means, you should look up, right? Even if you don't know what the term means, hopefully you get information from the podium. Measure 10. Allegro. Style marking or tempo marking? Tempo marking. Can you raise your arm if you know what that means? I should see more arms in the air. You've been in band since the 5th grade. You know what allegro means. Jeff Shot?
It's like kind, not really fast, but like kind of fast, like 120-ish.
Yeah, like we'll say moderately fast, right? Like there are tempo markings that go faster, but we know it's going to be fast. Can we move ahead, please, to measure 26? Do any of you have legato marking parts? Some of us do. Do you know what legato means to do? It's a style. Joseph said song-like. Anybody have a different idea? Connected. The notes are going to be connected. Some of us, and measure 38, do any of us have bell tones written in our parts? What instrument are we emulating there? The bells or the chimes? So if a composer writes bell tones, he or she is asking you to emulate like the chimes, where you have a strong attack and a quick decay. Right? Can everybody please find bar 48? Point to 48. Can you raise your arm if you know some or all of what that's asking you to do? Awesome, Brendan. Yeah, get louder little by little. How about measure 53? Can you raise your arm if you know what menamoso is telling you to do? So this is one maybe some of us were less clear about. June? Pardon? Minus? Meno minus, that makes sense. How about moso? Motion. So minus motion, less motion, meaning we're going to do what with the tempo? Slow down a little bit. So how many of you was that a not familiar term? Okay, so that is, I want to remind you, that is something we did cover last year, but you don't remember everything we learned a year ago, but that is in your vocabulary. We're just dusting off the cobwebs. Can we move ahead to measure 57? How many of you have RALL period? Can anybody decode that, the abbreviation and the meaning? Nishant?
Does that mean rallentando?
It does mean rallentando. And you know what it means to do?
Is slow down.
We're going to slow down there. And then how many of you have EDIM? EDIM. Some of you have that added. What's the definition or the meaning of that? Ben?
Diminuendo.
We're going to slow down and get softer. Measure 62. Adagio cantabile. 2 words, 2 instructions. Tempo or style? Both! Who said that? High five. Yes, it's both. Oh, yeah. Adagio and cantabile, tempo and style. Who can decode one or both of those words for the group? Read them. Adagio is slow. Song-like. Cantabile, song-like. We're going back to Joseph, just in a different location. Okay? Can everybody find measure 90? Moderato, style or tempo? Tempo. Tempo, yes, in a moderate style. Don't offend anybody, no. In a moderate tempo. So moderate meaning what? In the middle, yeah, I would say like in the middle. Not too fast, not too slow. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Can everybody find 102? Put your finger on 102. How many of you have Excel E crescendo? Okay, decode that. What are we doing there? Arliss?
Get faster and louder.
Get faster and louder. And then Allegro we've already talked about. And then I think that takes us to the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to sight read the piece. And our task is, without us having to rehearse anything, is to see how we do with all of these tempo transitions. Now notes and rhythms, we're going to still try to do our best work there as well. But our primary task is, can we get through the changes in the piece without us having had to rehearse them? So let's see how we do. Shiloh, can you fantasy?